Today I went before a judge here in Richmond who approved our petition to gain access to Charles Byers' temporary detention order. I was able to view that document here inside of a courtroom, but was not issued a copy of it due to the sensitive nature of the information. Now, normally the court would have a host of records pertaining to someone's dispositional order. That could include commitment hearing, recordings, medical records, reports, and other court documents. But in Byers' case, all the court had in its possession was one single page. A new document CBS 6 accessed reveals more about the mental health crisis that Charles Byers experienced before he was shot and killed by Chesterfield police on July 8th. A Richmond judge allowed us to view his temporary detention order, or TDO. It shows that he was evaluated by the Richmond Behavioral Health Authority, and they found that he had a mental illness that could result in harm to himself or others, is in need of treatment, and is unwilling or incapable of seeking treatment. The document shows that Central State Hospital was first listed as the facility of temporary detention, but Richmond Behavioral Health tells me generally, sometimes they'll list the state facility as a backup as they race the clock searching for other available beds. Ultimately, the name of the temporary detention facility was listed as Tucker Pavilion at Chippenham Hospital, where Byers' family had already taken him just the day before. The TDO was executed on July 6th around 3 a.m., and Byers was delivered to the facility 12 hours later around 3 p.m. Just over 3 hours after that, around 6:30 p.m., Byers was arrested by Richmond police for an alleged assault against a healthcare worker, an assault that involved no injuries and no weapons, according to the police report. Byers was then taken to the city jail and appeared before a Richmond magistrate, who released Byers back out into the community that night. Over 24 hours later, he allegedly broke into people's homes, refused to drop a hatchet, and was shot and killed by Chesterfield officers, according to police.
To the individual who is suffering with a mental health crisis, the failure to get them into a bed with proper care, proper resources, is a disservice to everybody. And it's very frustrating.
Chesterfield Sheriff Carl Leonard, whose office is not connected to this case, has had plenty of experience dealing with people under mental health orders. Generally, he says it gets complex if the person commits a criminal offense in the process.
Not as an intentional act to hurt somebody, they're in crisis. So, these caretakers in these facilities really should not be subject to that. Unfortunately, what happens is when that occurs, we then do criminalize that behavior and then place the person into a criminal justice environment. We really just complicated the whole process.
He says a jail should never be the place for those in crisis to go, but that's how it plays out anyway, due to what he calls a failed mental health system that spills over into the criminal justice system.
We got to quit talking about this problem. We got to get to solving this problem. And the action is simple. We need beds. We need beds throughout Virginia, 24-hour access for somebody in crisis that can get the help they need when they need it.
And now, according to the state code, a facility can release someone under a TDO prior to a commitment hearing if the facility director determines that person no longer meets the criteria for temporary detention. We've asked Chippenham Hospital if that applies to Byers' case, and we're still waiting to hear back. But of note, Byers, rather than being released from the hospital, was removed from the hospital when Richmond police arrested him. Here in Richmond, I'm Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.